Hello guys, how you doing today? Well, as you can see from the title, this is an anti-Trident. I would like to say message, propaganda. I don't know how you guys would put it, but I'd put it the way I put it. I'm quite excited about Saturday. Turning up to an anti-Trident demonstration, protest, sit-in, love-in, whatever you want to call it. That's taking part in Inverness on Saturday. If you'd like any more information on it, you can quite happily give me a message or look up the event on Facebook yourselves. The reason I feel quite strongly about Trident is obviously I have 3 children. I am trying to carve out a better future for them, and I do believe that if we as a country take the first steps to anti-nuclear weapons, disarm ourselves, then maybe the rest of the world will follow. The way I see things is, it used to be an army was defined, or a military force was defined by the weapons that they had, the tactics that they had. But when you have a nuclear weapon, nobody wins. There is no winner, there is no loser. Because, unfortunately, in this day and age where several countries have nuclear capabilities, one pushes the button, the others are going to push the fucking button. So, do you know what I'm saying? It's not really a deterrent if it's never going to be used, or can't be used, because, morally it couldn't be used. Yes, mutually assured total destruction, that's the words that came to mind, but unfortunately it's still a little bit early for me to be coming up with big, fangled words. As most of you guys know, I'm not the most intelligent person in the world. But unfortunately, you don't need intelligence to fight the New World Order, corruption, injustice. You just need to know that you're doing the right thing, regardless of the looks and the abuse that you take. But yeah, I can't wait, to be honest. I've not been to a protest in 3 years due to finances and the fact of, either working or, my partner working or being at college kind of thing. So, it's always had problems in the way. And as I was saying to my partner last night, the Inverness is literally just up the road from me. If I don't go, I will kick myself. So I'm hoping everything goes well, who knows what could happen today, somebody may get the right idea and world peace will start, I know I'm counting my chickens, I know I'm asking for a little bit much, but, do you believe, that's yourselves, that the Trident nuclear missile program is a good idea? I want to hear from you, because ultimately, when I die, or, my partner dies, my kids are going to have to take, are going to have the responsibility in which that I have now. So, they are a little bit young. My eldest is only 7, and even for me, I know they say you should be able to teach them from a young age, but unfortunately, I believe that I should give my children they have the right to a childhood. Do you know what I'm saying? As much as I believe what I believe, and I chat on as much as I am against the New World Order and injustice and this, that and the other, my children still need to live their lives. They still have the right to have a life like we do. But I can't sit back and allow this major problem. It's not a minor problem. It's not like police brutality from Police Scotland, or police brutality from Metropolitan Police or Thames Valley or anything else. These are 4 submarines that have nuclear components. If it was, I don't know if they're nuclear powered submarines or they're, nuclear missile submarines. I really don't know too much into it. All I know is that when you say the word nuclear, that's not good. For example, the power stations, the nuclear power stations that keep leaking, keep breaking, keep busting. How much does it cost to keep replacing them? Now, I heard a little rumour a little while ago that the fucking the Trident were leaking. What are you doing with the shit when you renew it, if you want to renew it? What are you going to do with that shit? What could we do with the money instead of, guaranteeing our mutual assured total destruction, as my friend James put it. You know, how do we stop? How do we go forward? I know that we have Cruella de Vil, Thatcher 2.0, which, whatever name you're giving her, which I think is a bad idea. The only good Tory is a suppository, is what my brother was telling me a little while ago. Maybe not the Tory part, but the suppository bit. I don't know. I really don't know. Well, I think she's already started off on the wrong foot. You know, she came out of Downing Street and went right and not left. Now, how many times has she been in Downing Street and noticed that David goes one way, not the other way? You know, it just seems a little bit silly. They don't know. They only say things. My problem to it is, at the end of the day, if this is for our benefit, if these nuclear weapons are to keep us safe, then why do I feel more afraid having these things than I feel protected? You know, that's like saying who's got the bigger stick. You know, nobody's got the bigger stick anymore. You know, we're told that ISIS and the next boogeyman, or Daesh, or the Taliban, the war on drugs, the war on terror, this, that and the other, these are things that are distracting us from our people, the people that we vote into power. Not Theresa May, before anybody jumps up and down, nobody voted for her, and I believe that if we were given the opportunity, nobody would fucking vote for her either. You know, I'm trying to think of another way for us to protect ourselves without using nuclear capabilities. You know, maybe you guys could lend a hand. Maybe you guys have an idea that, you know, I haven't come up with. You know, I was watching a young lady yesterday that says that she wants to abolish the police in America because of the brutality. You know, we're teaching our kids that, you know, this is okay. This is acceptable for police to shoot us. Now, I know it's happening in America, it's not happening here, you know, and there's a lot of different reasons why it's not happening here and happening in America. One thing being every other fucker in America has a gun. You know, I think that would guarantee my safety, you know, if you had a gun. But I don't believe in killing people or harming people. I believe in peace and love and using our words. Because when I grew up, my parents told me never to put my hands on somebody else. You know, treat others as they want to treat you. Well, my government's treated me like a pawn for the last, I'll say 10 years, because I've only really been awake for the last 10 years, so to speak. You know, and yet they tell us that they do things for the benefit us, to protect us. You know, selling bombs to the Saudi Arabians, these cluster bomb things, that's in our best interest, is it? I don't think so. Having nuclear weapons programs in our best interest, I don't think so. Having the ridicule, the criminalisation of cannabis, when we actually have patents which stop us from using alternative forms of curing cancer. So there must be other reasons, you know, other ways to cure cancer. Otherwise, they wouldn't stop you from using it. You know, don't get me wrong. Nuclear power may be the next stage to get away from fossil fuels, or maybe fusion, or maybe wind, or wave, or solar, or something. You know, but at the end of the day, these maniacs have the power to destroy, not create, destroy places. And we allow them to have this. Now, they're going to go ahead and renew their death machine anyway. You know, unless we start throwing ourselves on the gears of this war machine. Now, I don't mean actually chuck yourself and physically harm yourself. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is you need to use your voice. You need to use the capabilities. You know, some people say, oh, you know, I can't do anything, the problem's too big. Right. Then share, you know, posts that come up on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Jesus, anywhere that it comes up. You know, do your part. Your part does not mean you need to be standing in the streets with placards and everything else. There are still other things that can be done. You know, we need to stop this war machine in its tracks. You know, we have to. It's our responsibility. It's nobody else is going to do it for you. You know, nobody is going to guarantee your future apart from yourself. And for all the people out there that are sitting there going, well, that's what we vote government for. No, we voted government to fuck us in the arse every fucking day. So as usual, guys, I hope to see you on Thursday. On Saturday in Inverness. I'm trying my damnedest to, you know, prepare everything and get everything ready to get everything rolling. So as usual, guys.